Hello, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you from one of my favourite places in the whole wide world, the south coast of New South Wales in Australia. I've just been speaking to a wonderful lady who's joining us for the Starseed and Light Language Activation Workshop. And what's really interesting is that she said that nobody had ever said to her that Mother Earth is ascending. And I just want to share a little bit about that with you, and I just want to give you some things that you can do. Yes, Mother Earth is ascending as well. And yes, it looks like there is tons and tons of chaos happening in the world. But that is actually just all of the yucky stuff coming to the surface. But your job is not to try and fix all that yucky stuff. Your job is to be as sacred and as honourable with Mother Earth as you can. Meaning that if you give thanks for the food that you get to eat, or to the spirit, give thanks to the spirit beings, including plant spirit beings. A lot of vegans and vegetarians don't do that. You give thanks to the spirit of the vegetables that give up their life so that you may sustain your physical life here on earth. Or you give thanks for the beautiful home or the warm bed that you get to sleep in. If you send love and light to the oceans, if you send energy to the earth, you can see Mother Earth pushing back. And the thing that I said to this lovely lady is, if you do what's sacred and you honour Mother Earth and you ground into Earth all of the love and light that you can, if push comes to shove and Mother Earth ascends and erupts, so to speak, then you will be okay. You will be okay. You will ascend with Mother Earth. It is not your job to judge what's going on. It's not your job to fix everybody else. If it crosses your path. So I went somewhere the other day, and it was another one of my favourite places in Tilba, and it was really, really dry. So I sat there and just did a prayer for rain for that place. And I don't know, I just seem to have a gift there. I went down to Gippsland last November, and they hadn't had rain for whatever months, and within 5 weeks I'd manifested 5 inches of rain and filled all the rain tanks and water tanks and everything for the people in the area. Do what crosses your path. Do the right thing. And connect to the fifth dimension when you can. So when Mother Earth finally ascends fully into the fifth dimension, if you're already connected to the fifth dimension, then you will ascend with her. Now, this is really bloody important. I see all these people going the fifth dimension and taking DMT and taking drugs. That is not the fifth dimension. That's a whole pile of rubbish that someone's made up. It floors me that people think that they can take drugs and be in the fifth dimension. Yeah, it might give you some psychedelic experience, but it's not. Being in the fifth dimension is about being in full alignment with the sun and the earth and your own divine heart. And so, and it's really not about, it's not about you doing the wishy-washy white light stuff, which a lot of people think it's about. It's about you being in full alignment with the infinite power that exists within you. And that's not always about it being lovey and dovey. I spoke to somebody else yesterday who had some financial thing going on, and someone was doing, a major bank was doing the wrong thing by them. And I said, this is not a time to be loving about that. This is a time to take action, to stand up for your rights, because that's the other side of it. It's not always about it's about the perfect balance of the light and the dark, or the perfect balance of wholeness, oneness. If someone came into your home, was going to rape and bash, or you came home and found someone hurting one of your children or raping, bashing them or whatever, you would take a brick, you'd take a knife, you'd take anything you could to stop that happening. And that's what it is. We're not telling you all to go out and start murdering people, but we're telling you to own the power that exists within you to be able to do that. To be able to live powerfully, to not let people take advantage of you, to not let negative things happen. And so, sorry, When Spirit's channeling through me, it comes through very fast. And so what I want you to know, it is about how you walk on Mother Earth, how sacred you are with Mother Earth, whether you give thanks for the food that you get every day, or whether you give thanks and bless the spirits, all of the spirits, including plant spirits that give up their life so that you may live. Whether you have respect for the ocean, whether you pick up a piece of rubbish that instead of just walking past it and put it in a bin that's near to you, doesn't matter that you didn't drop it, whether you respect Mother Earth enough to do that. These are all things that will matter if Mother Earth ascends when everybody's not ready to ascend. It would be my prayer that all human beings finally wake up and ascend themselves with Mother Earth, but that may not happen. But it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. It matters what you are doing. So if you're somewhere and something is culturally wrong, then just bless that thing. Bless it, send it at love, connect it to the light, to the sun, to the earth, connect up and set up a holy trinity of love and light for that place, wherever it is. And that will do its bit to help. But don't get angry about what's happening because you're just contributing to the problem. Do something or bless it and move on, but do what you can to help. And then, I gave the story of somebody, one of my clients, 10 years ago in the Victorian fires. She rang me distressed because all the farms around her were on fire. And I told her to put up the fifth dimensional pyramid of golden crystalline light around her property, to put it over her horses. She had horses. She said the minute she activated the fifth dimensional pyramid of light over the horses, they just settled immediately. She then put up fifth dimensional protection around her entire property. She knew what to do because she'd done a 1-year course with me. And we connected her to the fifth dimension and put it up all around her property. Now, she was the only property in her area where she came from that did not, this testimonial is on my website, so I'm not telling porkies here. You can go look it up yourself. And she was the only farm in her area that didn't go up in smoke or it didn't catch on fire. All the other farms around her were all alight from ember strikes. And that's what can happen when you come into alignment with the fifth dimension. And I've got to tell you, you don't get that from taking some bloody drugs. The best thing you can do for yourself is become fully connected to the infinite field of light that exists within you and all of the power, and connect yourself to the earth and the sun and your own heart, and activate your fifth dimensional chakra in your being. And you will go a whole lot further. You'll go a whole lot further in being connected and having your life come into flow, because we are very steadily, but it's not. We're very fast. Very fastly, that's not the right word either. I'm looking for very speedily moving into the fifth dimension, and you need to step up into that, or you might just get left behind. So, and you can do that if you want to get left behind. That's fine as well. Stay in the third dimension. But man, I'm over all this duality stuff, and I'm ready to step into the light and have more love, more light, more joy, more peace, more abundance, more bliss. More of everything beautiful that we're meant to have here on earth. I'm ready for all of it, and I hope you are too. Alrighty. And the simplest way you can connect to the fifth dimension every day is to wake up and plant your feet on Mother Earth. Run some roots, breathe in deeply. Breathe out and imagine some roots going from your feet all the way deep, deep down into the center of Mother Earth, spreading out like the roots of a tree, going through all the nooks and crannies, and ground yourself deeply in Mother Earth. Now, the big mistake people make is they think that Ascension is about leaving your body or leaving this planet. It's not about that. Why would you even come here if it was just to bloody spend your whole time off on another planet somewhere? Just ground yourself. And then breathe that energy from the center of Mother Earth, grabbing all the minerals and nutrients and everything you need to sustain your physical life here on Earth. Bring it back up in that breath. Breathe out. Let it flood every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being, and go out, opening up your crown chakra up through your higher self and up into and connect into the big, big golden sun above you. And then just breathe in and bring that energy from the sun back down. Let it flood every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being. Breathe out, take the last little bit of that energy and connect it into earth. And just do that several times. Back up to the sun, down from the sun. Flood your whole being with that source light that gives light and life to everything. They say if the sun went down for 10 days, all the plants and animals on earth would die. Well, I don't know why we're so arrogant to think we wouldn't, because we eat the plants and animals on earth. So give thanks to the sun. Get all the nourishment that you need from the sun as well. That source light, let it wake up your soul within you, connect it into the earth. And then you can just bring the energy down from the sun and up from the earth and connect it to the big golden sun in the center of your chest, which includes your physical heart, your heart chakra, and your higher heart chakra, which is in the center of your chest as well. So just do that for a bit for me. Of course, if you did that for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, you'd have a fabulous day. But even if you don't have, this is taken to show you that, I can't really read that, it's taken like 3 minutes because I was having a rant about the fifth dimension. So 3 or 4 minutes, and you'd have a much more beautiful day that flowed in alignment with the current energy coming into Earth. So, okay, you gorgeous beings of light, I love you all. Remember, please, that we have, I'm doing in Ulladulla a fifth dimension spiritual healing workshop. And I would love to teach some people the real fifth dimension, not the stuff where you're escaping your body and escaping off to another planet. It's cheap as chips. I used to do this program for like $4,000. It used to charge blooming, 10 years ago for it. And I'm doing it for just over $1,000, $1,111. And I think you can get it for $1,000 if you pay it by the early bird special date. So we would love you to join us for that. It's happening on the 7th and 8th of September in Ulladulla. So, and there is an excellent Airbnb down the road, cheap as chips, and includes breakfast for anybody who's coming from Sydney or Canberra. Alrighty, gorgeous beings of light. I love you. I love you. I really, really love you, and I look forward to working with you all again soon. Namaste and bye for now.